What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational aid. What's the problem? You
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir. I was investigating.
You have reasonable.
Do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying it in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't have
you ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
So it seems this blind man is simply walking down the street when he's approached by a female officer who says, "What's in your back pocket?" You can clearly see that it is not a firearm, and once she identifies that it is a firearm, what's her problem? Why is she calling him out of his name, and what's with the attitude?
No, sir, I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put
supervisor,
you in? He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
What's she stopping for? For a walking stick.
So,
And it could look like she asked you to present it, okay? Now she's asking me for ID. Okay. I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable articulated suspicion that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime, or about to do a crime. Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID. Well, now she has verified that I am not armed, okay? So there is no problem. You have your ID or not? I do have my ID.
So it seems the man has already stated he is not armed, not dangerous, not doing anything wrong, yet they are still asking for his identification when he is simply walking down the street. How do you think this is gonna play out, even though it seems that this man definitely knows his right as a civilian?
You don't need it, okay? Okay? You deserve it.
77 Whiskey Mike detained. I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have my wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID at? Pocket.
Now, if you notice, they placed the man in handcuffs, but I definitely didn't hear any Miranda rights recited. Pretty positive, once you are placed in handcuffs, those are supposed to be read to you your right as a human.
Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
In this pocket.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick 65427.
Yeah, 4427.
Preferably
Hotel
your cards.
322 457 61 2540.
Yeah, 26, 23, just one.
Sir, you legally blind? Yes, I am. Okay. I had to walk up here in the dark for jury duty, which was canceled. Why aren't you using your stick? You don't have to use your stick all the time? Not all the time.
ID card alive.
26.
Green.
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. I put him in jail for resisting.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, let's go.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
Have a seat.
You want to pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You want to pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
So, as we see in this video, a man was simply walking down the street when he was stopped by the police officer who suspected him to have a firearm. Once she identified that he didn't have a firearm, he was still not free to go. Seems to be that the officer wanted retaliation, and that's why they decided to arrest the man, seeing as he did not want to identify himself, which he was well within his rights to do so. As a civilian walking down the street in Florida, you do not have to identify yourself unless you are suspected of a crime or they need to investigate further, which there was no probable cause for this man to be stopped, seeing as he was simply walking down the street with his disability assistance. Now, as you see, when he was arrested, he was put in cuffs and there was no Miranda rights read to this man. Not only that, they had already identified the item was not a firearm, then asked him about his disability, and simply said, "Why aren't you using your walking stick if you're blind?" Well, sometimes you don't have to use it all of the time. If he knows where he's going, he probably doesn't have to use it in that area. After they identified the man, after illegally conducting a search in his pockets, they then said, "All right, was that hard?" No, it wasn't. But this man knows his rights and he knows it will be hard for them, which is why they decided to arrest him and take him in for resisting arrest. What was he resisting? Failure to identify when he doesn't have to? This man was right when he said he was going to make their job a lot harder, because he was well within his rights doing as he pleases as a civilian, walking down the street. Not only that, he was coming from jury duty. After she already took his ID from his pocket and identified him, when she said he was about to be free to go, he started to open his mouth, and that's when the officer decided, you know what, let's just take him in. Because they didn't want to deal with it, because they knew they were wrong. That's why it's very imperative to know your rights, especially in your certain state. If you like these long crime videos and you want to see more, don't forget to hit the like button down below, and comment down below. I read every single comment. Thank you for watching.